What's up, guys? It has been reported that Avengers Doomsday will adapt Jonathan Hickman's New Avengers and Secret Wars storylines. In Secret Wars, we see Doctor Doom as God Emperor Doom with Doctor Strange as his right-hand man, presenting them as allies. Today, we will explore the dynamic between Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange, focusing on their story in Triumph and Torment and how they outsmarted the demon Lord Mephisto, offering a glimpse of what their alliance could look like in Avengers Doomsday. For Doctor Strange, this is the story where he truly becomes Sorcerer Supreme, when a man named Aged Genghis, a longtime practitioner of magic and wielder of the power of the Vishanti, is tasked once every 100 years with choosing the next Sorcerer Supreme. For 364 days of the year he is insane. But on the 365th day he regains clarity and calls a mystical contest. He summons the most powerful sorcerers and sorceresses in Marvel Comics to the Temple of the Three, where Nochta, Hoggoth and Agamotto stand united. The power of the Vishanti reaches its absolute zenith. These mystical beings are among the most formidable forces in the cosmic hierarchy. Though they are not multiversal level entities, they possess extraordinary cosmic influence. In fact, roughly 70% of Stephen Strange's magic as Sorcerer Supreme is said to be derived from their power. During the gathering, one mystic questions whether Doctor Doom qualifies as a true sorcerer since he blends science and magic. Doom agrees to remove any technological advantage, powering down his armor and force fields so he can compete using only sorcery. The Vishanti channel their power into Aged Genghis, imprisoning him within a crystal shell. The objective is to break the crystal and set him free. Most competitors unleash a relentless magical onslaught against the crystal. Doctor Strange instead uses the Eye of Agamotto to observe the spell's nature. Rather than overpower it, he sees through the illusion, enters astral form, and calmly calls Genghis forth. The crystal dissolves. The test was never about raw power, it was about wisdom, restraint, and perspective. Because Strange understands this, he becomes the new Sorcerer Supreme. Immediately afterward, Doctor Doom seeks out Stephen Strange for help. Strange hesitates, assuming Doom's request is yet another scheme for world domination. But Doom insists that this matter is personal. He brings Strange to Latveria, revealing a side of himself hidden from the world, though feared as a tyrant. He is genuinely beloved by his people for protecting his country at all costs. Doom shares the story of his mother, Cynthia von Doom. Years ago, Latveria was ruled by a cruel baron who oppressed the Romani people. Desperate to save her people, Cynthia turned to prayer and Mephisto answered. Aware of the demon's nature, she initially refused, knowing his price was always too steep. But Mephisto tempted her with the promise of a homeland for her people and a future for her son. In the end, she accepted. The power Cynthia unleashed obliterated the Baron's forces. But the cost hidden beneath the tempting promise of Mephisto was unimaginable. Every firstborn child in the village perished. By the time Cynthia understood the true price of her bargain, it was too late. The Romani, devastated and enraged, turned against her. She was slain by the very people she had sought to protect, and her soul was claimed by Mephisto, leaving behind a legacy of tragedy and dark magic that would haunt her son, Doctor Doom, forever. Victor later attempted to access the Netherrealm through a scientific experiment, and briefly came face to face with Mephisto. Realizing the level of power he faced, Doom dedicated himself to blending science and sorcery to one day free his mother's soul. Mephisto allowed him one attempt per year, but Doom never had enough power to succeed. That is why he seeks the help of Strange. Strange trains Doom further in mysticism, and together they open a portal to the realm of Mephisto. In that realm, Mephisto rules as a god, invincible and supreme. They are immediately attacked by the demons of Mephisto. Then Doctor Doom speaks to Mephisto directly and demands the right to fight for the soul of his mother, invoking his claim from a previous challenge. Offended by Doom's demand in his own realm, Mephisto opens the ground beneath them, and the ever-shifting nature of the realm separates them due to a sandstorm. Mephisto confronts Doom directly and tempts him. Meanwhile, Strange is trapped in an illusion, forcing him to relive his arrogant past as a selfish surgeon. He nearly succumbs, but he taps the light within, remembers the Ancient One's words, and in believing, breaks through the illusion. Mephisto offers Doom Earth itself, but Doom refuses as he believes he could conquer it on his own. Then Mephisto offers what Doom truly wants, his mother's soul, and the price is Doctor Strange. While Doctor Strange battles the demons, he sees them carrying Doctor Doom's body. Seemingly about to hurl it into a lava pit, Strange intervenes, fights off the demons, and drives them away, only to discover it was a trap. When he reaches to touch Doom, he is struck unconscious. Doom remains standing and Strange is effectively defeated. Seizing his opportunity, Mephisto takes the body of Strange, achieving his ultimate goal, gaining control over the Sorcerer Supreme. Cynthia Von Doom returns to life, but not as Doom expects. She quickly realizes he traded Doctor Strange's soul. For hers, and in outrage, she rejects him, declaring him no son of hers. Choosing principle over freedom, she sacrifices herself, rather than condemn another. Mephisto believes he has won. But Doom had secretly given Doctor Strange a device to escape the crystal, revealing the deal was a ruse. Together they strike back at Mephisto, only for him to reveal his true abstract form and declare that he cannot be destroyed in his own realm. Doom has a plan and tries to destroy Mephisto with an antimatter device, but Mephisto is more than mere matter. Then Doctor Strange realizes the true weakness of Mephisto. If he embodies absolute evil, absolute good must also exist. Strange acts on this insight and cracks open the shield and declares, "Mighty Oshta, loosen your thunder. Channel now the power blaspheme that it tear this shell asunder free, this captive soul redeemed." The spell shatters the shell, freeing the soul of Cynthia Von Doom. Because she willingly chose sacrifice, Mephisto can no longer claim her, and it ascends beyond his reach. This selfless act exposes the true vulnerability of Mephisto, the power of pure unselfish good. Strange tells Mephisto that if he kills them, their willingness to die so Cynthia can move on to the afterlife is a true act of self-sacrifice. Mephisto, unable to win, sends them back to Earth. In the end, Doom must accept that his mother has moved on, giving her the chance to claim her own redemption. In doing so, he outwits the Demon Lord at his own game. Do you think we will get to see Doom and Strange team up in Doomsday? Drop your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.